welcome back to Star Trek Expeditions. I'm doing a playthrough with Kirk, Spock, and Bones. It is now turn 8, and it is Spock's turn to go. And we've cleared off some areas of the planet already. And the first thing we do is draw a Stardate card. And for Mr. Spock, we have, lots of activity on this card. We're not doing the red level, so the Klingon battlecruiser will not attack. However, we're doing gold and blue combined for the gold level. And the gold says no beaming this turn. So nobody can beam up to the ship, and nobody in the ship can beam down to the planet. Alright, and the next is just a Stardate indicator, which means the day tracker must move up 1. So I'm going to do that now. We're going to go from day 6 up to day 7. Alright. And lastly on the card we have a 3, which means Mr. Spock will get 3 actions this turn. Alright, so here's Spock. He is fully healed. He has no damage at all. He has a scientist with him. He has dilithium sample, and he has a liaison officer with diplomacy. Okay, so the first thing I think Mr. Spock's going to do is move the camera up a little bit. He's going to move up to this location with the rebel items and the card. So what we need to do is take a look at the card, and we have our first energy main mission card. So we'll replace that with energy 1, and again it's the thick cardboard main mission cards. So we're going to be looking at energy 1. And this says Nibian power generator. It says a crystalline element which regulates energy production is rapidly degrading, leading to planet-wide energy shortages. Well, that's not good. Good thing Mr. Spock with his science ability is right there. Okay, so for this he needs to analyze the crystalline element, and dilithium samples gives him a +2, and analysis would give him a +2. And Spock has analysis as one of his keywords, and he also has one of the dilithium samples. Okay, so I think it is quite possible for Mr. Spock to do that right now. So his first move was to move here with the Nibian power generator problems. I think his second action is he is going to pick up the rebel items. It says discard to draw 2 energized cards. So he's going to collect that for his second action and just immediately get rid of that token to grab 2 energized cards. So he's going to do that. So that will take care of his, so he grabs 2 energized cards. He gets an engineering officer, which will give him a +1 on operations and also on engineering. And he has command authority. Play to gain 3 additional actions for this character. Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. He may actually want to cash that card in right away. So this is not a very difficult challenge. It's only 19. Mr. Spock, this is for his third action, then he is going to attempt this mission. And his science ability, of course, is 11 because he's Mr. Spock. So he's very logically attuned and has lots of scientific knowledge. All right. So he's going to attempt that. So what we look at for abilities, he has the analysis keyword, which means he gets a +2. And none of the other crew members with him give any abilities. He does have a scientist for +3, but let's roll the dice and see if he needs anything first. So he has an 11 +2. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 11, 5, 16 +2 is 17. And 17. And, oh wow, he's not doing as well as I thought. 17. And he's going to use leadership, which will give him a +2 to make it 19. So he's going to spend that card. He will, in fact, use the scientist. So 19, that's 20, 21, 22. He's trying to get to 24. So he spends that token, that's 22. And he will exert himself twice to make it to 24. So 1 exertion and 2 double exertions. And now he has got 24. So if I've done the math correctly, he had 11 plus 5, 16, 17, 18, 19 for the scientist, plus 2 for analysis, 21. 2 for the 21, 22, 23. Actually, he only had to double exert himself once to get to 24. All right. Give me 1 second. I just got to add up the math again and be right back. Okay, indeed, went through all the math again, and indeed, Spock only needed to exert himself, double exert himself once to go from 23 to 24. The Nibian power generator mission is complete. All right, and at a 24 plus, I wanted to get the best result. So it says, you determined the element is dilithium, but no sample from the mine is needed for further analysis. So the next mission we will be going to for energy will be 2A, and the energy track is going to go up +3. So Spock has done energy 1 mission. It is complete. All right, so the energy track, I'll just rearrange the camera a little bit here, and we will make the energy track go up +3. All right, so Spock, having completed that mission successfully, at the top value gets 3 on the energy track, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And now, I think in the interest of time, of course, some of these quests are time dependent, so we want to go as quickly as possible. So right now, of course, playing a card does not cost an action. Spock is going to play Command Authority, which is going to give him another 3 actions right now. So let's go back to the planet's surface, and Spock will now take 3 more actions on his turn. All right, Mr. Spock now has 3 more actions, and the first thing he's going to do is he's going to move up here to this location, and he will, well, I guess we will look. This is where the Klingon frequency pad is, which could give the Enterprise +1 long-range weapons, and we will look at the card. And, oh, it is an energy card. So we're going to immediately go to the next energy main mission card, and that will be 2A. And let's see what this one is. And this one says, Dilithium mine. Obtain an unprocessed sample of dilithium and bring it to the Enterprise for analysis before it degrades. Now this is an operations mission, and it has to be completed before or on day 12 if we want to get the best benefit. And it's engineering keyword and transportation. So let's have a look at Mr. Spock's stats for a second. He has an operation stat of 7, which is not amazing, but he does have the engineering officer with him, which would give him 2 for the engineering keyword and another +1 for +3. And he also has an engineering keyword, which gives him a +2. So he's at a total of +5 and a 7 base. So he's looking at 12 plus the die roll. Let's see what he can get on the die roll. He's going to try that as his second last thing. So, wow. He rolls a 7 and a 5 is 12. Plus the 12 base he already has, he completes this mission. However, because he rolled a 7, he needs to take 1 click of damage, which I'm doing now. However, he has completed this mission 2A. Way to go, Mr. Spock. He's just hammering him down. And when we do that, the next mission is going to be going to 3A, and the energy goes up +3 on the energy track. So we're going to go over and do that momentarily. Mr. Spock, though, has 1 more action left because he moved for 1, did the mission for 2, and he will move 1. I think he's just going to take the Klingon frequency pad into his possession and get that in his inventory. All right, Mr. Spock, way to go. That's the end of his turn. It's the end of turn 8, and we're going to go over to the energy track and move that up 3. Way to go. All right, here we are on the energy track. It is now going to go up +3, 1, 2, 3, and the next energy mission that will appear on the board will be 3A, which will give us the most points if we can complete it. We're already on the Rebels 3A, and the first of the political main missions is out on the board. So we're doing pretty well, and the day tracker is only on day 7. All right, that's Mr. Spock's turn number 8. Doing an excellent job so far. All right, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, And like I said, next time it is going to be Bones McCoy is going to have his turn number 9. Thanks for watching.